Welcome to the Potrawski Light Spectacular. This display is special in that over the 23 years we've done this, it's slowly grown. It started with about a dozen candy canes lining up a driveway and has evolved into what you see here. Things are organized by groups. You'll see penguins and polar bears and different groupings of Santa Clauses, and the idea is to keep it neat and organized. Every year we add a little bit new. We've got about 16 to 20 new items this year. When we start our display every season, we have an annual lighting ceremony which about 250 people show up to. Every year we do a I Spy game for all the kids and those that show up to the lighting. They get to go through and not only identify new items, but try to find, I think one of the items this year was like 37 different penguins. And so it's been a tradition here that has gone very well for many. As part of our lighting ceremony, we also do a fundraiser. I shouldn't say a fundraiser, we do a collection for our local food bank for St. Vincent de Paul. We ask everyone we don't want cash donations. We ask for everyone to bring something for the food bank, and they're very grateful when we fill up the shelves for them every year. There's our nativity scene. That's kind of dead center of the property, in the center of the lawn. One of the traditions, obviously, with baby Jesus is many people ask how come there's no baby Jesus when we do the lighting. Tradition is baby Jesus comes out at midnight on Christmas Eve, and now will be there until the display is removed. The archway is kind of the entrance up the driveway, which leads us to a path that we allow everyone to walk that takes them up closer to the house. The path allows you to see a lot of the things that are on the backside that sometimes could be tough to see from the street. It's a Merry Christmas sign, archway that kind of welcomes everyone into the display. The left side of the display is a sign dedicated to Popzo. That's actually my father. The displays, I was about 13 years old when all this started, and started it with my dad, and the tradition continues. Losing my father a few years, it's been about 5 years now. I wanted to do something for him, and so that sign is lit every year. On the left side, we've got our Mickey and Minnie, a little bit of a Disney theme. All the soldiers, those date back. Again, those are some of the original items from 23 years ago. The entire display is a bit different than what you normally see. A lot of shows, a lot of displays are computerized and done to music. I guess you'd call us a little bit more traditional. A lot of the blow molds and things you see are just not available anymore. It's just something that we've continued to add. It's very difficult to find any type of a replacement for some of these items. As you see here, there's 4 large dog blow-ups. Those are actually St. Bernards. They're 9 feet tall each. The reason we have 4, and it means something special to us, is you'll see their name tags. We actually do have 4 St. Bernards in our household. We have Tank, we have Diesel, we have Nitro, and the puppy now, who's 2 years old at 185 pounds, is Moose. And so people always wonder, why do you have 4? And the story goes is we do have about 1,000 pounds of dog in the house. A couple new items this year. We added the umbrella, or I'm sorry, the umbrella. We added the elephant. We've got a couple elephants out here now. Part of the elephant ad was for our oldest son, who is now attending the University of Alabama. And so, the mascot being an elephant, well, of course we'd have to have an elephant as part of our display. The side of the house, several snowflakes. The chimney, we have Santa climbing the chimney. We also have the windows done. The windows are handmade. That's something that I built so that every year now it becomes a lot easier to install. But they were all hand built with window walls that fit exactly into the window frames. As you look up high, you'll see a 17-foot Air Santa cargo plane. That is suspended across the driveway. It's about, I'd call it about 10 feet up in the air, suspended with a large cable from the peak of our house to a tree into the neighboring woods. Always a big show, as everyone wonders, how did you get that up there? Again, as I would say on my display, it's much more of a stagnant display. We don't do a lot of flashing lights. There's some light changing here and there, but our tradition has always been much more of the blow molds and some blow ups, but a lot more of a stagnant. We don't like to do a lot of the flashy. This airplane's one of the original airplanes I've ever bought. Still running, propeller still running. As we walk up closer, you'll see a lighted pathway. This pathway takes us through the center, which we allow our guests to walk. The pathway, again, it allows them to get a good idea of all the other things that are on the backside of the lighting from that you can't see from the street. So as you walk, again, one of the original merry-go-rounds that found many years ago. Hopefully this video will be long enough that we'll be able to get lots of good, get everything in it. There's a lot out here, so it's really difficult to get in video. Got our large Santa, 12-foot tall Santa. We got Shaky Snowman. Another old item is our little Ferris wheel here. That Ferris wheel dates back about 20 years now. The entrance to our house, that's the front door, the front porch, the nice 5-foot Santa. We've got another Mickey and Minnie, nice tree. The upper has snowflakes, Santa. Now we're walking down the sidewalk after the path. So the path leads you back out to the sidewalk so that you can walk and see our wonderful gingerbread house. This gingerbread house has been through a lot. It's one of the original pieces I've purchased. It's actually made out of styrofoam. And again, it's quite fragile at this stage of its life. We got some more things. Our peace sign up on the wall.
You can see the cord.
There's our cord that leads to the suspension of our air cargo plane. Head back down the driveway to exit. We'll try to get some more wider shots of the entire property to close out the video. So I guess as we look at it and highlight some of the most important things, one being the wonderful dedicated to Popso sign. We also have something of meaning, which would be our St. Bernards. Again, 4 St. Bernards in the house, so the other item of importance would be the suspended airplane. I've always wanted to be able to suspend something across the driveway. Growing up, my father always did reindeer across the drive, and I wanted to make it a little bit different. My reindeer are up on the roof, as you see across the entire peak. The front reindeer actually has a red nose for Rudolph, and we've got 8 reindeer and Santa's sleigh tied to the peak of the roof. And again, all of this has really started just tradition with family, with my father, and now we do it to help out our food pantry, which has been a wonderful success. And just to see the joy and happiness on kids' faces when they come to see this, and you hear the comments and just the excitement, it just means a lot. It's great to be able to bring this to the neighborhood and the community and the number of visitors that we see on a daily basis. We're gonna go one more back out zooming shot just to get everything in. And again, hopefully this video will give everyone a good perspective of what goes into this. Currently, it takes me about 80 hours of work to complete this, and it's a lot of effort, but in the end, it's rewarding. thank you.